Thank you, Madam Speaker. On a light note, I empathize with my chair, Senator Mandago. I know what it feels to wait, because as a committee, we are rushing to catch a flight at 5, so I feel your frustration.
Where are you going?
We are going for county health visits in Kisii County. Madam Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 52.1 to make a statement on matter of general topical concern, namely the 4-day state visit by King Charles III and Queen Camilla to Kenya. Madam Speaker, King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom are visiting Kenya for a 4-day stay in the country on an invitation by His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. This is a significant occurrence in the country, and do take this opportunity to welcome the King to the splendid of the magical Kenya. The King is not new to Kenya, having visited the country 3 times before becoming King. It shall also be... What has happened? It shall also be recalled that his mother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, ascended to the throne while vacationing in Nyeri, Kenya in 1952. But of the foremost significance also is that this is the King's first visit to a Commonwealth country and first outside of Europe since his enthronement. This is a great honor to our country, and it speaks to the prominence of Kenya in the international affairs. It is also a great marketing opportunity for our tourism industry, which is on a path of recovery from the adverse effect of COVID in 2020. We must welcome the King of the United Kingdom warmly and see the visit for the opportunity that it indeed is. Madam Speaker, ties between our 2 countries go far beyond the colonial era. The impact of the English people globally cannot be gainsaid. Their language is the most spoken language in the world. Their ingenuity to export their culture to the Americans, Indian, Australians, and even to us Kenyans is undeniable. It has serious ramifications on the global order and international trade. Ties between Kenya and the United Kingdom are therefore of importance to Kenya for decades to come. It's important to note that currently Kenya and the UK have a trade balance of more than 100 billion. Citizens of both countries have robust interactions and mutual exchange, and this must continue to be encouraged. Madam Speaker, that said, the King must have been appropriately advised to plan a 4-day stay, because in Kenya we have this good Swahili saying about how to treat visitors. Mgeni siku ya kwanza mkaribishe, siku ya pili apumzike, na siku ya tatu mpe jembe. The King has enough time in his state visit to hold the jembe and face some of the unflattering pasts that Kenyans have had. The undeniable lingering impact of colonial brutality on Kenyans by the British as they were establishing the British colony in East Africa and during the struggle for independence, especially during the state of emergency of 1952. The visit should endeavor to smoothen some of these rough edges. The reported cases of British soldiers training in Laikipia murdering our young girls are issues that must not be swept under the carpet. Further, the 2 governments should come up with a framework of honoring prominent personalities across the various Kenyan communities who fiercely resisted the occupation, such as Mekatalili Wamenza of Mijikenda, Field Marshal Muthoni Wakirima of the Agikuyu, Koitalel Arap Samoei of the Kalenjin, Morangiti of the Abagusi, and others. Repatriation of historical artifacts held in British museums back to their rightful owner should also be on the table in addressing fractious areas in our past, even as we keep eye on the more beneficial areas of our relationship. Just like the skull of Otenyo lies in a British museum. Madam Speaker, the visit of the King of England is therefore a matter of immense importance to the country, both as a rare mirror of our past relations and as an opportunity to reimagine and reshape our future engagements. I urge this House to take a leading role by speaking itself and setting the tone as to inform future engagement of both our counties. The advent of devolution in Kenya is a major departure from the Kenya which gained its independence from England in 1963, and the Kenya the new king is visiting this week. Opportunities for direct engagement between counties and foreign institutions would be beneficial to the counties, and this Senate is at the center of shaping such possibilities. Finally, Madam Speaker, Kenyans wish to warmly welcome King Charles and Queen Camilla to visit as many of our counties as they can. I invite them to my home county of Kisii. We can organize for our elders for a second enthronement as a Kisii elder. In the meantime, we need to keep a perspective in regard of our past and the future of our two wonderful countries, and how amicably we have addressed the past, even as we work to forge forward in new mutually beneficial relations. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Senator Bungoma, Senator David Wakoli. Statements, understanding order 53-1.
Asante, Mheshimiwa Speaker. Ningependa kuanza na ya kwanza